The U.S. elections are going to have ramifications, as they always do in other parts of the world. What is interesting has been to realize that the plan of the global elites to forming a global order, whatever that order tends to look like, and we know it's basically a socialist internationalist order. There are various different groups which have been working for that over the years in a very open collaboration for about a century right now to achieve that. But they are distressed by what is happening among various member states in Europe, especially among the eastern states such as Hungary and Poland and other countries. They are aware of the problems coming in with the Islamic immigrants. Pope Francis urging them, everyone on to take in the immigrants who need to be taken in. That's not an issue. I believe in taking in groups of people that need it from around the world, but the Christians from the Middle East really need it. And politically correctly, we can't say that the Christians of the Middle East are under duress from Islam. You just can't say that. And so that's why they're taking a back seat to this whole thing. The East Bloc countries, the countries that were in the former Soviet East Bloc, are taking a different view than the multicultural, liberal ideas of the countries in the West. And, of course, they're putting up barriers. I guess even Austria is doing that. And they don't want to take it because they understand the disturbances that are happening in their own cultures. So all the elites can do is jump up and down and yell, xenophobia, Islamophobia, blah, blah, blah. And even Bill Clinton made comments about Hungary and Poland wanting authoritarian dictatorships. The foreign minister of Hungary, and this is an oversimplification, by the way, every governmental situation is more complex than that. He said those are unacceptable. Foreign Minister Pedro Szijjártó said in a statement Tuesday that no one, not even Bill Clinton, can allow himself to offend the Hungarian people in this way. The foreign minister said Hungarians chose their government in democratic elections, even if their pick doesn't appeal to Clinton. He said last week during a speech in New Jersey in support of Mrs. Clinton's run for the presidency that although the two Eastern European countries would not be free without the efforts of the U.S., they had decided democracy is too much trouble and they want Russian President Vladimir Putin-like leadership. So you're seeing this at that level, at the level of the globalist organizations. You're seeing them all freak out over the Brexit because this is a major clunk in everything they've been preaching for 20, 30 years here. And that's why they're coming down so hard on it, because it does represent a threat to these new global regional alliances, to the multicultural mixing of cultures. So we can't have national identities. Remember, national identities had to go. And so their idea is by multicultural mixes that we blend all of this out until ultimately we all become what? Mundum unum. We become one world. It's not going too well. And that's because humans are wired differently than that. And all of these utopian plans always have to override the way humans are being wired. By the way, I don't have an objection to taking in refugees who need to be taken in. Okay? I have no objection to that. But then even look here. Remember we had the North American Partnership Trade Agreement, that NAFTA. Why are they there? Same part of regional governance. We were to begin blending these things, turn control, significant parts of sovereignty and legal control over to international organizations that are neither elected nor accountable to determine what will happen in the way of law. But these organizations then speak with the force of law, which the member states are therefore obliged to obey. That is precisely what is being violated in Europe right now. And that's why they're all upset. That's what's going on at the elitist level, as opposed to some of the other considerations that would be tangled in with that.